I'm Matt Clarke, Practical Fishkeeping's Editor-in-Chief.
And I'm Jeremy Gay, Deputy Editor, and today we've come to just give you a quick look at the latest issue. We've actually relaunched it for the September issue. It's on sale on
August the 5th.
August the 5th, and we're really pleased about it. We've gone really into depth in some of these articles. We've searched the world for the best contributors, and like I said, it's going to be really good. So what have we got?
In there. We've got something on Hippocampus bargibanti, which is a pygmy seahorse which was discovered by a fishkeeper.
Tiny little seahorse, lives in Gorgonians.
We've got a guide to live bearers from Dr. Hyok-hee Ung.
Good beginner's guide, but good for intermediate fish keepers as well.
We've got a feature on David Saxby's amazing reef tank, which we went to see a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, this is probably the best known private reef in the world, and we went to see it. He's redone it, and we've probably got the first pictures of it since it's been redone, and it's got some amazing facts and figures surrounding it, and quite a few rumours that we cleared up in like an exclusive interview. So
we've got 8 pages on that, or 9 pages on that. That's a great feature. We've got a feature on Philonemus typus, the spatula barbled catfish from Lake Tanganyika, which is a mouth breeder, which explains how to keep and
we've got an expert to write that one for us, haven't we?
Yeah, Dr. Michael Hartman, who works on clarioted catfishes, the group that Philonemus belongs to. We've got a good feature on Rhinogobius cold water gobies. There are
loads of cool gobies in the shops at the moment.
And there's a snapshot of a brand new species which is actually covered in the following issue, which we're doing at the moment, called Rhinogobius zuai, which is really colourful. We've got an article on the goldflake angel and 3 alternatives.
That's a really posh, used to be a fish only type angel, but now people are keeping it kind of controversially in some SPS reef tanks, so it's very fashionable, very sought after fish.
We've looked at Lee Nuttall's amazing cichlid biotope with Central American cichlids in.
Yeah, we wanted to include a lot more in the magazine to do with Central American cichlids, what they call proper cichlids, and that is one of the best tanks that we've seen, really good.
For community fish keepers, we've got a feature on darter tetras, Characidiums, which is really good, and a bit on how to breed them as well. We've got Ad Collings writing for us now. He's written for us on Protomela Stephenii Taiwan.
There's a really interesting story with this one because it was actually given the wrong name, so pick up the magazine and he explains why and how it was actually called something else.
And one of our favourite bits, Ask the Experts, we've changed. We've turned it into fishkeeping answers, and we've crammed it full of answers. Every page now includes sort of 7 or 8 questions, or answers rather, from world-leading experts. We've got some great stuff on there. We've got a new goldfish expert writing for us, Paul Green, from the Goldfish Society of Great Britain and the Ranchu Brotherhood.
Yeah, and we've gone to, as Matt says, world experts in their field, and so if you've got a query about, say, discus temperatures in the wild, we've gone to the person who's done more on cataloguing temperatures of wild discus than anyone else.
We've got Hyok-hee Ung on Nandus. He described half the world's Nandus, so nobody really knows them any better than Hyok-hee.
We've got Heiko Blair on habitats.
We've got a question about why glass catfish can be transparent. We've got a good feature on overdriving from Michael Barrett.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is something that we see on a lot of the internet forums, this practice of overdriving, which is boosting more and more electricity through the through your lighting to get brighter lights. But it's a bad thing, and we spoke to an expert and he'll tell you why.
If the weather actually starts to get hot again, we've got a feature on what to do in a heat wave, and some stuff about calcium control in a reef tank. We've got Heiko Blair back again with a series of in-depth biotopes. This time he's covering the Rio Iriri habitat in Brazil.
And no one had previously explored that habitat, so he was the first one to do it.
From anywhere, isn't it? So we've got some great material showing the fish of that area. We've got a review of the ATI Sun Power and Power Module T5 units.
Yeah, the tried and tested is still going to continue in the magazine, and we're going to be looking at all the latest high-tech products.
We've changed our retail section, Fish in the Shops, and we've now got a new look shop tour section which has got a price index, so you can work out how much the key items cost at individual stores around the country.
We've got star ratings as well, so you can work out whether a shop's any good for discus, for koi, for marines.
We've expanded the popular interesting imports section. We've got Hyok-hee Ung and Emma Turner writing in this issue on various new fish. We've also got Heiko Blair talking about new fish that he's discovered. some of which are already on sale in the shops or could be just around the corner. We've got a new look letters page with a couple of quizzes on there to really test your knowledge. These are actually quite hard. I tested this one on my dad, who's been a fish keeper all his life, and he only got a few of them. George Farmer came into the office yesterday and we tested him and he got one right.
He got one. I think your dad got one. 1 out of 10.
It might be a little bit too challenging, that one, but we might have to make it a little bit easier in the next issue.
It's good to see what a fish keeper you think you are, though, because we think it's pretty tough.
We've got some great interviews in the magazine, one with Heiko Blair on the back there, about some of the fish that he's discovered.
Heiko's been to 160 countries.
64. We've got a feature on Cambodian biotope, how to set up a stream habitat in your aquarium.
This is really easy as well. Anyone can do it from beginner to expert. It looks really cool. We've got George Farmer to add his kind of aquascaping touch to these biotope and habitat tanks.
Dead easy, aren't they? And anybody could do that.
Beginner
or
well.
expert.
Good for the fish.
We've got a new cichlid writer, Juan Miguel Artigas Azaz, who's probably the top expert on
he is the man on
Central American cichlids,
especially Mexican centrals.
Heracles tamasopoensis, which he discovered. We've got a feature on fish diversity. This one's looking at Thailand and the fish that come from there and explaining what it's all about. The news, we've changed again. We've got news analysis from Nicolette Craig on Lake Victorian cichlids. We're talking to Professor Franz Witt on Lake Victorian cichlids. And we've got loads of news material here, much of it exclusive to the print magazine, so you won't have read any of this on the web. We've got an exclusive story on Arapaima, which I'm not going to mention because you'll have to read the magazine to buy it, but it's pretty interesting. And we've got an interview with Greg Scomel on sharks and where they go. That's only a fraction of it.
That's not all of it, is it?
Yeah, that's about 60-70% of it. We're actually still doing the magazine at the moment. By August the 5th it will be out and it will be full of stuff. You'll love it.
If you're new to buying fish keeping magazines, we recommend that you get it. But even if you know PFK of old and haven't bought it for a while, go out and get it. You'll be really surprised.
Yeah, you will definitely learn a great deal from it. There's so much new material in there. Even expert fish keepers will learn a great deal from it.
And you can also subscribe, and we've got a free gift as well.
Pretty good one.
Which is this Rena Smart Heater, 150 watt. It's got various features.
Yeah, it's very strong. It's more or less break proof. You can whack it really hard and it doesn't, see? It doesn't break at all.
Doesn't break,
really solid. You can also take it out of the water while it's plugged in and it won't shatter.
It's got an LED.
LED, yeah, it tells you when it's if it's failed, doesn't it, as well?
It tells you if it's, I think it's too hot, too cold, or the right temperature by flashing the LED.
You can also pump water from your external filter through it.
So you can connect it to an external and you'll get much more even heat distribution.
Yeah,
so all in all, really good product.
Heaters. It's worth about 25 quid. And if
you don't need a heater guard, it's not going to crack.
If you subscribe to the relaunch issue, you'll get it for free. So the relaunch issue is out on August the 5th. And pick it up in the newsagents and have a look. We reckon if you pick it up in the newsagents, you're bound to buy it, 'cause in our own biased opinion, it's pretty decent.
We think it's the best fish keeping magazine that we've seen in ages.
Yeah, we love it. I hope you like it too. Let us know what you think anyway on the blog and let us know.